The adults and the little ones having a good time on this Saturday night as we go to the bottom half of the third. West Hoops followed by David Marcano and Julio Marcano. Sod Dogs a 3-0 lead, 2 in the second and 1 in the third. Matthew Orozco back to work. So far so good. 2 scoreless innings. 1-1. Toops a ground out, his first time up. We mentioned Orozco coming in 2-0, a 1.84 ERA in 4 starts. He has been really good and a good start here tonight. Off Orozco, goes and gets it, throws and not in time. Almost a terrific play. A terrific play either way, but he almost got the out of Toops. Orozco lost his mitt. Take a look at this. Lost the mitt and there he goes. And he almost got Toops, who runs really well. That'll be the first base hit tonight, infield single for West Toops. I'll tell you what, if he would have made that play and got the out, that would have been one of the finer plays I've seen in a while. I mean, it was a great play, not his fault that it didn't get him, but that was really well done. Toops on first, nobody out. David Marcano grounded out his first time up. Toops has very good speed, already 4 stolen bases. We'll see if he tries to run. Marcano, who came in batting .333. Good for 11th in the TCL. 8 hits in this series, a couple of home runs. Fouled away 1-1. We talked to David on our Talk of the Town pregame show a couple of days ago. I asked David what's been the key for him, and he said it's been his ability to spray the ball around the field. Go the other way, not try to do too much and take the ball where it's pitched and send it that way. Way late on an 88-mile-an-hour heater, 1-2. Both him and his identical twin brother Julio on deck, they both do that really well. Hitting the ball to all fields, and that is something that is, a lot of coaches will tell you, a very natural ability. Do it again at 1-2. Marcano, the junior, out of NJIT. Just gets a piece. I don't know what it is about Matthew Orozco, but these are not great looking swings by Marcano, and we have not seen that a lot. He looks a little bit confused by Orozco. Orozco, a fastball slider changeup mix. 91, 2-2. Toops a short lead. Inside. Orozco now up to 49 pitches, so that pitch count is getting to be a little bit of a concern. Doesn't yet have 1 out here in the 3rd inning, and he's about to throw pitch number 50 tonight. Missed again. Wow. Orozco can't believe it, and Hair behind the plate can't believe it. 3rd walk given up by Orozco tonight. Let's see if we can get another look at that, where that was. Looked pretty good. I don't know. Well, Greg Cook, home plate umpire, did not think it was a strike, and that is all that matters. Julio Marcano digs in. Marcano drives it. Deep left field. It might go, and it's gone. Home run number 6 for Julio Marcano. We're tied at 3. Julio Marcano's TCL leading 6th home run moves him into a tie for first place. It just got out of here underneath that video board. Beautiful night in downtown Amarillo, Texas, as we go to the 5th inning. The Sod Squad 4 and the Sod Dogs 3. Jake Suttereth back to work. He'll face the middle of the Sod Dogs lineup: Garcia, Byrne, and Porches. Ball 1. Garcia has been on twice tonight. Reached on an error in the 1st inning, walked in the 2nd. Sod Squad 4 runs, 4 hits, 4 errors. Sod Dogs 3 runs, 3 hits, 1 error. And aside from that 3-run 2nd where his defense didn't help him out, Jake Suttereth has been pretty good tonight. He struck out 3. Swing and a miss. Pulled the string. 1-1. Matthew Garcia came in batting .382, 11 RBIs. That .382 average ranks 4th in the TCL. You look up and down these two lineups, and a lot of high rankings among TCL players. One 1-2. Garcia ranks 4th at .382. Byrne on deck ranks 7th in batting average at .362. Enrique Porches at .360, ranking 8th. Acosta ranks 5th at .370. And those 4 batters I just mentioned are in a row: Garcia, Byrne, Porches, and Acosta. That's how good this Sod Dogs lineup has been. Over to shortstop, Torres. 1 down. We mentioned earlier the Sod Dogs leading the TCL with a .300 team batting average. That is not easy to do. How often do you see a team 20-something games into a season batting .300 as a team? Routine play for Torres. 1 down, nobody on. And the catcher, Curtis Byrne, digs in. Byrne reached on an error in the 1st inning, popped out in the 2nd. Strike 1. You look at the Sod Squad, a lot of those players in the top categories as well. David Marcano batting .338, that ranks 11th. Julio Marcano, his twin brother, batting .355, that's 9th. It has really been something, these two offenses. Check swing, did he go? First base umpire Greg Cook says no. In fact, in the top 10 in batting in the TCL, 5 of those top 10 are between these two Amarillo teams: Garcia, Acosta, Byrne, Porches, and Julio Marcano. Unreal. 1-1. 2 balls, 1 strike. Action in the Sod Squad bullpen. Right-hander Cameron Mahaffey getting loose. Suttereth now 77 pitches in. Senior at West Texas A&M. 3-1. Suttereth has not been perfect tonight. He has not been at his best, but give him credit. He's found a way to weave his way through this outing. He's walked 2 batters. He's had 4 errors committed behind him, which I think is the hardest thing he's had to deal with tonight. And you almost wonder with those errors, and we've talked about it, the miscues for both teams on these very routine plays, what that does to a pitcher's psyche. 3-2. And that's something we haven't talked a ton about. We've talked about the miscues on the routine plays, really from the get-go this season, but we haven't talked about how that can affect a pitcher and the way he goes about his business. If you don't have confidence in the defense behind you, that's a big problem. I'm not saying that's what's happening with Jake Sudreth or anybody else necessarily, but when routine plays are not being made, it can't feel all that good or give you a lot of confidence. 3-2 on the way, and we'll do it again as Byrne fouls it away. Sudreth, a native of Mesa, Arizona, in that bright red Sod Squad jersey. There's a petition going on around here that the Sod Poodles in 2021 should wear some kind of red like that. We like these Sod Squad jerseys so much. Hit him. Would have been ball four anyway, and got him with the breaking ball. Sod Dogs have a one-out base runner. Let's see what the leash is for Jake Sudreth here. Mahaffey warming up. Now 81 pitches in. And Sudreth will get at least one more as Enrique Porches digs in. Porches tonight hit into a double play in the first inning, struck out in the third. Ball one. Porches a grand slam last night. That came in the seventh inning. Sod Dogs put together 2 7-run innings last night, one in the fourth inning and one in the seventh. That was part of the 20-run, 18-hit performance. 31 combined runs last night. That set a stadium record. It was one long night, 3 hours, 41 minutes long to be exact. 2-0. Not that anybody was paying attention to that game time or anything like that. We never do that. Tell you what, we're about an hour and 40 minutes in here tonight. We are in the top of the fifth inning. This one's setting up to be a lengthy one again. 2-0. Big cut. 2-1. Porches, who is at Bethune-Cookman, spent a couple of years at Pima Community College, hit really well there, about a .321. 2020, now a junior at Bethune-Cookman. 3-1. All of a sudden, Sudreth struggling a bit with his command. 85 pitches in. Three and one. And here it comes. Ball four outside. So Byrne hit by a pitch. He goes to second base, and Porches walks. He's on first base. 2 on, 1 out. Third walk given up by Sudreth, and here comes Sod Squad manager Brett Wellman. Sudreth 86 pitches in and unable to complete the fifth inning. Sudreth comes out after 4 1/3, and Mahaffey coming in. We'll step aside, be back after this on TCL TV. Coors Light Bar, 352 out in left field tonight. Folks out there having a drink. Why not? It's Friday. Sod Squad a 4-3 lead. New pitcher comes in, Cameron Mahaffey, replacing Jake Sudreth. comes in a sticky situation, 2 on, 1 out. And the dangerous Eduardo Acosta digs in. Mahaffey, a freshman out of Orange Coast College. So Sudreth goes 4 innings and a third. 3 hits given up, 3 runs given up. All those runs unearned. They came in the second inning. But the 2 on base do belong to Sudreth. And Mahaffey trying to keep the Sod squad in front. (2-0). Mahaffey pitched on Tuesday night. Made his TCL debut. Went 1 inning, 2 runs given up. Walked 2, struck out 1. Didn't allow a hit. And now on for his second appearance in the TCL. Not a good start, ball 3. Gerald Nervous on deck. Acosta tonight reached on an error in the second inning, scored. Single and a stolen base in the third. Came in batting .370, 5th in the TCL. 23 RBIs, that ranks 2nd. His 35th hit with that single in the third inning. That is the most in the TCL. Does he get the green light? No. A strike. Three and 2 as Acosta fouls it away. Cameron Mahaffey, 6 foot 180, out of Costa Mesa, California. Nice souvenir and a nacho. How about that? What a Friday night combo. Little nacho and a baseball. (3-2), ball 4. Sod Dogs have loaded the bases. Byrne hit by a pitch on third base. Porches on second. He walked. And now Mahaffey walks Acosta. So not a hit in this inning. And now the base is loaded. 1 out. And Gerald Nervous will be the batter. Big spot. Sod Dogs down by 1. Ball 1. And this is not going well early on for Mahaffey. He's not finding the strike zone. And he's got nowhere to put Gerald Nervous now. Nobody warming up in the Sod squad bullpen. This is all Cameron Mahaffey. He has got to find a way to throw some strikes. 1-0. Good pitch. 1-1. Nervous tonight, 0 for 2. Popped out in the second, struck out in the third. Big cut, pulled the string, good pitch. 1-2. I think we have to get Cameron Mahaffey a smaller jersey. That one looks a little bit big. The higher the number, usually the bigger the jersey. 1-2. Good layoff by Nervous. Gerald Nervous looks like his jersey fits just right. Yeah, that looks a little bit big. Sleeves are a little bit big. Look, I'm no fashion expert. Don't listen to me. 2-2. Fouled away. Do it again. Although I got to say, I'm dressed pretty nicely tonight. Got my button down on, my khakis on, pair of nice shoes. Friday night. I'm dressed to the nines. Why not? Start of the weekend. 2-2 the count. Big spot, bases loaded. 3-2. So Mahaffey in a critical situation. He's got nowhere to put Nervous. And the last thing he wants to do is walk in a run. Big moment, big pitch. Shallow right. Going out is Boudreau, and he can't get it. Byrne comes racing in. Throw to third base and out at third. But we're tied at 4. RBI single for Gerald Nervis. And Porch is thrown out at third base. That was a great play in right field by Mike Rosario, throwing out Porches at third base and realizing that he could get the force at third base. That's a huge play by Enrique Porches. Take a look at this. Boudreau gave it all he could, couldn't get it. And this is really good. Heads up by Rosario, knowing that Porches was going to have to hold up as Corper pops it up out of play. He knew that Porches would have to hold up and then picked it up and threw a strike to third base, got the force play. So not all lost in that play. Now 2 men away, 2 on. Inning left up to Corper. RBI for Nervis, number 14. So the Sod squad got 4 in the first inning. Sod Dogs get 3 back in the second, and now 1 to tie it in the 5th. And what do you know? We've got another good one here tonight. Good games between these two teams. 0-1. Swing and miss. Mahaffey 1 strike away from getting out of this inning and doing it relatively well. Struck him out. Big strikeout and good work by Cameron Mahaffey. He walks 1, gives up the RBI single to Nervis, but does keep the game tied at 4. Middle of the 5th inning at Hodgetown in Amarillo, Texas.